Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. This was just reported here. Trying to find a date on it. I don't see a date. But I think Ginsburg recently fell down and broke 2 ribs. I don't wish this woman ill. I wish she would resign. She might be getting too old. There are other reports about her memory loss and a mental acumen being not very great. I wish she would resign. I don't know that she will, but is there any case in which a Supreme Court justice has been encouraged or forced to resign or step down because of health issues? Could be. All right, so here, according to the New York Times, she fell down Wednesday night and broke 3 ribs. For her age, this could be serious, as the doctor reports. Will she die? Probably not, but could it lead to pneumonia or other complications? Yes.
And in ordinary young people, it's 6 or 7 times an hour. And that is a real problem with broken ribs, because you've got to take that deep.
Now, she's going to be in some pain, and she's going to have a hard time breathing with broken ribs. Could she be out of commission for a while? Yes.
Which is possible, but I would break.
All right, so he talks about weight differences. It's kind of interesting.
At her age, she's had the process of aging going on, and that takes a toll on you, even if you're not sick from anything else. And you think about it, let's suppose she weighs 100 pounds, which might be overestimating it, and she falls and breaks a rib. That's with a force that's roughly, well, it's even less than half. If I fell, well, I weigh 230 roughly, and I fall, and I'm not going to break a rib. The only way I'm going to break a rib is if I fall hard and hit the edge of a table, which is possible, but I would break one because it's a point injury. She's broken 3 ribs, and with 3 ribs broken, you have to say, okay, why did she break 3? What did she hit? And this, again, just speaks to that word fragile.
You know, we still don't know exactly what ribs she broke and, to the extent of the break. Mm-hmm. And you said we have to wait at least 24 hours to figure out exactly how long or what direction her health is going to take a turn.
Right.
But this is still pretty scary stuff, especially, I mean, it's shocking that the political cycle that we've been in thus far, it's nonstop. It's like one headline after another headline after another. We just get through the midterms, and all of a sudden, now we've got Ruth Bader Ginsburg potentially, at the end of her life here after a fall at the Supreme Court. Now, here's a question that I have to ask you as a doctor. The fact that she has fallen and that she is this frail, would you say, you know what, Ruth, it's time. It's time. Just hang it up, go home, spend time with your family. Is this going to have a debilitating effect on her ability? I mean, look, we've already seen her, Dr. Noel. We've already seen her falling asleep and barely able to recollect things when she's on stage. How is this going to affect her cognitive ability? Should she hang it up?
She's also forgotten the decorum of the court, and she has made political pronouncements, and that's just out of line for the court. You don't do that. So you have judgment issues that appear. But let's suppose she takes an intermediate route and goes and she gets sick and she comes back and just has trouble recovering. Now you've got a question of her head. Where is she going to sit? Is she going to pull a John McCain and say, I'm occupying this chair till I'm dead? She can do that. The only people who have a right to ask her to quit are the other members of the court. And there have only been a handful of cases we know about where the other members of the court went to somebody and said, time for you to step down. You can't do the job. And they might do that, but we won't be privy to any of that discussion. And suppose she gets sick and she comes out and she's much more debilitated. She's now, in a power chair all the time because she's just so worn. She's had lung damage from pneumonia. Those sorts of things, they become difficult questions. And what I don't want to do is to say, oh, great, I'm a Republican, I want her out of the way, and we get somebody else. Yes, I can understand that as a good outcome in terms of the politics, but she has a medical question, and the real question is, will she be able to do the job? And I can't judge that for her. I'm not her treating physician. And ultimately, she'll either have to make the choice or be pushed by other members of the court if they think she can't do the work.
So the big question is, medically, can she do the work? Is she capable and competent to do the work? There are questions, like I said, about her mental abilities been brought into question. Political statements she's made. You're not so sure that she's, at her age, really dealing competently mentally. Anyhow, wish her the best, but I wish that if she has mental problems or physical problems because of this or aging, that she would take some hints from the other Supreme Court judges and they would encourage her to step down just for the sake of the court and the country. Anyhow, don't know if that's going to happen. If it does, that'll mean another individual up for Trump in this coming year. Who knows? Time will tell all tales. Again, this is Roger Mark from Billings, Montana. Good day.